Hi, I'm David Palmer, a new artist with Vater, here at the Boston Garden, backstage at the Boston Garden. And yeah, it feels good to be here. A little bit jet-lagged out, but good to be here. And it feels absolutely great to be playing these sticks. Amazing. Using the Power 5As, which are killer. My career started off, really, I suppose, my first band what I was in was ABC, and that was in 1981. And then from there I joined the in 1985, this band called The, and we did three records together. And then in 1990 I got a call to fly to LA and audition for Rod Stewart, and it's kind of fast forward. This has been my gig ever since 1990. I did Vagabond Heart with him. After that I did the Unplugged record with him, and Spanner in the Works, and I've kind of been here ever since, which is amazing. Influences who I used to listen to when I was teaching myself and self-taught. I used to stick my ear to the speaker and I used to listen a lot to Harvey Mason, Steve Gadd, Steve Jordan, Billy Cobham. Then I started listening to a lot of rock. John Bonham, Stuart Copeland, all those guys are just a major influence, and love them. And Kenny Jones, all the dudes. And my favorite drummer of all those I find is just amazing, and who's so underrated and played on a lot of Rod's hits and played with the Jeff Beck group is Mickey Waller. Fantastic drummer, played on Truth, and then now my two favorite drummers, it seems to be, I can't seem to get away from, well, three, is Levon Helm, Jim Keltner and Jim Gordon. They're the guys who I seem to listen to and get attracted to these days, and it's pretty much all 70s and then 60s music. I'd like to talk a little bit about the sticks. I've been using oak sticks since kind of 1981, different sort of oak sticks and things like that, and it's just nice to be actually playing these hickory sticks. For one, they're much more forgiving on my wrists, and also I've been A-B'ing them a lot, and I've noticed that just the sound of them and definition and balance, and what I get from them is amazing. There's a lot more attention to detail with this stick. I don't know whether it's the tip, but there's I can hear an incredible amount of nice high end from them. And with this gig, it's we're using in-ear monitors, so it's kind of really important that I get the definition from the drums, and I get that with the Power 5As and also with the Extreme 5As. I use two sets of sticks because Rod's gig needs that, and brushes, and you've got to be really versatile. So pretty much for the kind of rock stuff and heavy stuff, I'm going to use the Power 5As. For the acoustic set, which is a kind of a different snare drum, really drive the drums, I use the Extremes because there's just a lighter touch I need for this gig. And yeah, it's also, I use brushes on this gig, hot rods, and it's there's some standard stuff thrown in there, there's some rock, and there's some kind of acoustic stuff, which is great, So it's a pretty all-round gig, but it's absolutely a pleasure to be a Vater artist and dealing with the family, and I've always considered Chad family and a great friend. And it was so odd, every time I'd go to a NAMM show, it'd be always the first person who I'd go see, a friendly face, so I'm really, really honoured and happy to be a part of the Vater family of 2013, and looking forward to a long relationship with you guys. So I thank you a lot for this amazing product.